From you. How's everybody doing tonight? We good? Hey, so since I'm the host, I'm the one that has to be the sacrificial lamb. How's the volume okay? Everybody hear me okay? Yeah. Need a little? Because, how's that? Is that good? That's good. All right. Because that's the thing, I was being real loud there for a second and shrill, and now this is actually what my voice sounds like. Hey guys, thanks for coming out tonight. Give yourselves a big round of applause for coming out. Thanks for coming out to Causes. Thanks for Causes for having us. Guys, just real quick, as the host I have to run through the rules of the show, which is a real bummer. I have to be a bummer. First and foremost, if you have a cell phone, please just silence it. Just take the time now to do it, because that's a bummer when the phone goes off, even after the host has asked you to turn it off. If you're sitting up front and you're here for the show, just make sure we're listening. You know all those videos online where people are talking to people in the crowd? And people get the wrong idea that comics want to do crowd work? We fucking don't. I'll tell you that right now. We don't. You know why? Because most of us are awkward, and we're real bad at crowd work. Would you guys like to see my example of crowd work? You want to see my example? Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
What's your name?
Dorothy.
Dorothy?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Thank you.
Okay, sir, one more example. What do you do for a living, sir?
Shipping and receiving.
Shipping and receiving? Cool. I don't know. What the fuck do you want from me? That's my crowd work, guys. So that's what I'm saying. We're just gonna come up here. We're gonna do some jokes. If the comic talks to you, great. If not, you can just roll your eyes at him like you just did right now, ma'am. I can see everything. The lights are up. It's nobody's hidden. It's great. I am from here in Springfield, but that's the thing. It doesn't matter where I'm doing shows. I'm always a little nervous because I get to do shows all over the place. I'm very lucky. I get to travel to do this, but like, you know, I never know how I might fit in this particular look that I've cultivated for myself. Like, here's the thing. I did a show recently in East Nashville, Tennessee, the very hipster part of Nashville. And those young, hipster, model-looking people looked at me, and on a scale of 10, I was maybe a 3.5 to them. So I was a little nervous when I came to Causes on the west end of Springfield. But then I spent 20 minutes just looking around. I'm fine, is what I am. I'm fine. Like, I'm up here at Causes, I'm a 6.5 at least. I do a show in New Berlin, I'm an 8. And that's only because I have most of my teeth. All right. It's kind of, I have kids, and I felt guilty when I started going on the road, because my youngest kid, he was pretty little when I started going out on the road, and I wanted him to feel like he was part of things when I was out there, so I would text him when he was little, and I'd be like, hey buddy, I'd send him a picture of myself, and be like, how do I look? When he was like 8, he'd be like, you look great, Dad. Hell yeah. Give me that confidence boost, right? And then, you know, he hit about 11, 12, 13, I'd ask him, I'd send him a picture and be like, hey buddy, how do I look? He's like, you look ready, Dad. Shit, that feels good. And tonight, before I left the house, I said, hey buddy, how do I look? He goes, you look like a bi-curious truck driver. How do you feel? Prettier, I guess. I don't... Like somebody's been reading my diary is how I feel. That's... Chris Evans. Anyway. No, I'm not, but I would. I'm just saying. I recently quit smoking. I quit smoking in October. Don't clap. Don't clap. I still want to fucking smoke. I still want a cigarette. Like, here's the thing. I will tell you how bad. If I could have one guilt-free cigarette, I would kick baby Jessica back down the well. I promise you. Like one cancer-free smoke, I would re-murder Jean-Benet Ramsey in front of all you people. Somebody understands. I appreciate that. And about the same time I was quitting smoking, a friend of mine was quitting smoking. And so we were talking about our journey. And I asked her, I was like, what'd you do? And she was like, well, I took a bunch of mushrooms. And then I took a walk through a national park. And as I was walking, the clouds opened and the sun shone just for me. And the squirrels followed me. And the birds sang a song, and I watched flowers bloom, and the moss grew and vibrated at the same vibration as me. And then I heard the voice of God. And God said, Corey, you don't need to put that poison in your body anymore. Isn't that beautiful? What did you do? I said, oh, me? I caught COVID is what I did. And then my fever spiked, and I saw my dead grandmother. She called me a dickhead. And then I coughed so hard I thought I cracked a rib and shit my pants. And then my fever dropped, and Grandma went away. It turns out I didn't crack a rib, did shit my pants. So, different paths, Corey, different paths. You got to be a Disney princess, and I got to be whatever character lives at Six Flags now. That's what I got to be. Six Flags is the trailer park of, it's... Thank you. I lost my own joke there when you started clapping. It wasn't your fault, it was me. It was me. We started 30 minutes late, I kept drinking. That's all, that's my problem.
Six Flags in a white trash.
So, I'll tell you guys a quick story. That's the thing, I'm so used to doing longer sets. They were like, do 10 minutes. I'm like, I can do 10 minutes. I just looked down and went, I don't know what 10 minutes looks like. That's my problem. So, hey, that was for you boys. That's, and you, honey. My wife's here. So speaking of her, she, right when things started opening up, she decided she was all done performing her own lady maintenance, if you know what I mean. Her own, taking care of her, I called it crotch squatch.
Oh my God.
Is that, I had one woman when I said that one night, she goes, what do yours look like? And I was like, it's like a real mullet situation down there. Like up front, it's Heartbreak Ridge. Down here, it's Gandalf the Grey. It's unfortunate. But she came to me, she's like, hey, I want to go start getting waxed. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, waxed? Waxed? Like, all of the wax? She goes, yeah. I'm like, arms, legs, underarms, everything. And I'm like, everything? Like, all of the things? And she's like, well, not everything. I want to leave something. Like I don't want to look weird. I want to leave like a landing strip or a classic triangle, a nice topiary of some variety. And I was like, that's cool. That's cool, babe. Whatever you want to do. You've got your own money. You've got your own time. You do your thing. I'm supportive. Whatever feels good to you. And then, see, that was on the outside.